is just a complete immersion in wildlife and a complete immersion in watching the birds hunt, and it's just being witness to something that has played out in the wild for millennia, but you're able to be part of it and be engrossed in it, and it's I think that is what captivates us and keeps bringing us back year after year. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it for, it is just absolutely breathtaking to watch. There is just something about the Scottish Highlands. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. Whenever you come back to the Scottish Highlands, it is just uplifting. It is good for the soul and good for the spirit. We've got a couple of goldies, so we've got Cappy, and we've got Baby, and then we've got the Fruitail as well. And the other exciting thing is we've got our young pups that are out with us as well. So we crossed a German Wirehead with our Wirehead Vizsla, just to try and beef up the abilities of the Vizsla a little bit, but try and hopefully keep a bit of the temperament of the Vizsla as well. Hopefully we'll get a few good points, give us a chance to get into some really good positions and set up some great flights. So yeah, as I say, really looking forward to it. It should be superb. The other thing we need to do is to introduce my new hat. So unfortunately, as we saw in an earlier episode, this hat has finally met its demise. Well, it's still very comfortable, but it has been a very, very lucky hat to me. But thankfully, William Evans and Sons stepped up to the mark and have found me a couple of very nice shiny hats that are exactly the same. I think I've actually put a little bit of weight on. I've got a fat head, so just a little bit of a squeeze, but it is absolutely perfect. So hopefully it will be just as lucky to me as the last one. No, Dom did well on the slip on that one. So I'll just come in to quickly do the trade-off. There you go. That away. Because they've got the fruginess in them, these things have got an absolute flip-top head, so they can open up the hair and just start gulping away. They swallow unbelievable amounts very quickly. Before you know it, they've had their fill and they won't be flying for a couple of days. So again, everything that we do is obviously just to make sure that the birds get the exact amount of food so that they're on weight for the next day so we can continue flying. And then obviously we're going to take the hares away and we're going to cook them up over the next few days. So we want to catch a few hares with each bird each day, and then obviously there's enough for everybody back at the cottage. And they are absolutely divine. They do eat well. There we go. That was excellent. We had a camera on the back of him then, and he was just getting used to it. He missed it on the first one, and then the hare got into this little bit of a hag here and was running up, and he got back on it and took it just down in the bottom here. So hopefully we'll be able to have a look and see how the footage looks. But yeah, no, that was superb. He's nowhere near as good as he used to be, because unfortunately as he's getting on, I think he's 21st or 22nd season, I can't remember, that I've been working with him and hunting with him. But unfortunately he started to develop arthritis in his toes now, so that's slowing him up. When he's going in, he's not quite as dexterous as he used to be. So anyway, still pleased with that. Onwards and upwards. Now just got to get out of this bog. Right. Because we got such good footage yesterday with the onboard camera, David was very keen this morning. He was like a small child at Christmas, up at dawn waiting to get out so we could go and get some more footage, and then was asking why we couldn't get out and we had to wait. And the reason for that is because all birds of prey have to cast, so for them to digest the food and then to bring up the casting. So, you know, by the time that's gone through, it's sort of 9, 10 o'clock in the morning before they're ready to go again. So that's why we couldn't go out for Christmas morning, David.
One of the best bits, sort of just not knowing what this is going to deliver.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good bit or not. It's because obviously we've not done this particular bit of hill before, so you just, then again it changes with the weather, it changes with the wind. You just never know, do you?
Get him up, Bessie, go on. Go on, get him up. Go on. Where is he? Hey!
Whenever you're flying a hawk, whenever you're flying, a falcon, whatever, you're with that bird. You know, when the flight is going on, then a part of your soul is working with the bird and experiencing everything that you imagine that you are experiencing everything the bird is experiencing, so the highs and the lows of the flight. But being able to actually have the camera on the back of the bird and see what goes on, and just see the speed and the manoeuvrability and the turns is just unbelievable. It's almost as if you're a jockey on the back of the eagle. It is just beautiful to watch. So far, the results we've got from that have been wonderful. And now, really, David's superfluous. We don't actually require it. All we've got to do is stick a camera on the dog, stick a camera on the eagle, and we're there. So, perfect.